outbreak in
Hi.
a new type of coronavirus.
The number of
I don't know if I want to watch this. I'm gonna be
tripled.
The World Health Organization has just declared that this is a pandemic.
You guys want to watch?
I don't know any people like that guy in the video. I'm not even
The city
sure.
supports all essential workers who are showing up every day.
Aww.
It's still March.
Aww.
And the Oscar goes to Parasite.
We love to see it.
Please sit down. But I was wondering if you will be coming out.
I've never seen her before.
Just
Yeah. I am.
So folklore is out.
Dodgers have won it all in 2020. Los Angeles Lakers.
Hi, Poki. Hope you are well. I was wondering if I can get a happy birthday.
I was
with Laura.
there. I was at the Super Bowl and I saw this shit live. Last year, I can't believe that. And it was right before everything was.
What it set out to be when you thought of it when you were younger, JW lol.
I think I'm a very like particular type of. I wouldn't even say like famous.
When you speak French.
I think I have a Canadian accent or like a francophone accent for sure. Like, I don't know, well known. Yeah, but I'm like well known in a very specific community, I guess. I think. Either way, when you can't go outside, it doesn't really feel like I'm well known. I'm just talking to my computer.
This is so much bigger than just us.
I always say talent is more important than experience. I've always said that.
Everybody right now is worried that TikTok's going to be banned in the United States.
I can't believe that was a thing.
11 days into the national
Never happened.
Public gatherings banned.
Working from home is the new reality.
Are any of y'all wearing pants? Now be honest now.
School is closed.
For the remainder of the
I really
academic.
enjoyed your streams over the last years.
Thank you.
You're such a positive inspiration for so many people. Smile. Hope you're doing fine today. Maybe you can hear.
There have been a lot of
small
TTSs
unknown
today.
band
I'm
The
so
War on
sorry.
Drugs Pain. They're producing cool music.
Okay, I'll up it to
Rose Teapot donated
to
$5.
5.
You said you couldn't see what video I had recommended because too much time had passed. If we could watch 10 responses to the phrase man up, I think you would appreciate it, and it's a great response about the societal expectations on men. Daniel 23 donated $2.
Maybe
Have you seen the video Black and Can't Play Basketball? Me either. Let's watch together.
I really don't know how to decide
Colonel
what
Creek
to
donated
watch.
$5.
Aside
Hi,
from stuff
Pookie.
that's been
You were
cleared by my
talking
mods.
earlier about how milk messes with your inner bits. I watched this video a few months ago and learned a lot about how and when to have lactose.
Coffee culture is woven deeply into Italian culture. To address that particular term and to maybe change it out for a more correct.
Can I get a TLDR?
Glucose and galactose.
Mm.
We're still hardwired to stop producing lactase. Played a big role with cooler climates, typically and some being used as microbial fuel in that fermentation. Because people already had rules about when they should probably stop drinking coffee. Well, don't worry if your first milk drink of the day is at 2 p.m. as long as you can see what you do online. Surf.
Guys,
Got
what
it.
happened? It kicked her out the internet. Yep.
I see Brynn
Aw.
is up 2 and 2.
Lives of more than 400 million children.
Zoom after Zoom can be exhausting.
I really want to know if anyone has ever
Work never stops.
been in a Zoom call and someone really wasn't wearing their pants and they accidentally, you know. Would you just not say anything? I didn't see. Why are so many people saying yes? LMAO, yup, that happened. That happened at my school. Huh? What happens? Yes, it was entertaining. What the fuck? We had a girl go to the bathroom during Zoom call forgetting to turn the camera/sound off. Poki skipping through that video like she's looking for where she asked. That's crazy. You mean trousers? Yeah, like if you accidentally just like show your underwear because you're not wearing pants.
It could be taking a toll on your well-being.
This is going to get worse before it gets better.
Sag. Is it finally getting better?
Italy saw its deadliest day from the coronavirus as the death toll jumped by more than 600 in 24 hours.
The plans we have is to contain
the disease outbreak in Taiwan.
We have very little problem in this country at this moment. 5
people have contracted the virus. Let us build up our confidence. We will eventually win.
Many of our countries in Europe are now acting to
flatten the curve used when talking about reducing the number of coronavirus cases.
Americans, unemployment claims, nearly 3.3 million
More than
announced.
6 million. I hope that's right.
10 million workers now applying for unemployment.
50 million unemployment claims filed in the span of just 4 months.
A disproportionate number are black.
If I had $100 billion.
Racism for a reason. There's 400 years of history here.
No! What do we want?
One man's death has rekindled this movement around the world.
I love the variety of people at these protests
against the officers.
They should be
of all
charged.
races.
There's always a better way. Protesters kneeling and raising their hands in peaceful demonstration.
Is that your Bible?
Hey, Bible.
It's a Bible.
Onto the street. Resign, they shouted.
We want protection of our indigenous identity.
Against the killing of the youth, we want a new Nigeria where righteousness, peace, and justice reign.
They are scared. They fear they are losing the power.
Oh my God, they look so good. They don't look real. Wow. Beautiful.
The worst fire season ever, and every year builds on the last one, it seems like.
Yeah, it really does.
This is everything we've worked for the last 35 years, gone.
This looks more like...
That's the cutest shit I've ever seen.
It's gone.
Oh my God, it must be so thirsty.
This looks more like Mars.
One of the most busy hurricane seasons ever on record.
Devastation in Puerto Rico.
India and Pakistan are facing their worst locust outbreak in 70 years.
Cases are up.
More than 30 states and Puerto Rico reporting cases on the rise.
Possible second wave.
Going global. 60 million plus cases, almost 1.5 million deaths.
I've developed mild symptoms.
French President Emmanuel Macron.
President Bolsonaro has...
Press Secretary Kayleigh McEnany.
Donald Trump
tested positive for the coronavirus.
How are so many of these folks getting it?
How? 1,000 Americans are dying a day.
They are dying. That's true. It is what it is.
Okay. Shit posters online, streamers, whatever. We can hit you with the it is what it is. Our president. Our ex-president. Or whatever. I wanted to hear it is what it is from our president. It's like if you go to the doctor and you're like, Doc, I've been having some really bad stomach pains and constant migraines, and I think I might be a bit dehydrated. Also, my skin's blue. It is what it is. What the fuck? There's just certain people, certain situations you don't want to hear it is what it is.
We're way above capacity.
Cemeteries have become overwhelmed.
Aww.
I think we could have been a little more preventative, you know, as a whole, as a country.
When I'm president, we will be better prepared, respond better, and recover better.
some lines stretching for blocks, forcing people to wait hours to cast their ballots.
It could have rained.
We gon' wait.
I would not care. I'm not
Aww.
Andrzej Duda has been re-elected president of Poland.
Many Malawians already knew from early unofficial results that...
Okay, I'm so sorry if I'm talking out my ass, but I read this article a couple weeks ago that blew my mind. I don't remember if I spoke to you guys about it or not, but it was basically about how, like, there's a specific region, I don't remember the name, or like a city in the United States where a few years back, there were certain politicians that wanted to be elected that had very obviously racist policies that they wanted to implement. And those politicians themselves literally said, like, show up to the voting polls and don't let black people vote. Feel free to bring your arms and your guns and whatever. Just like straight the fuck up. And that happened. People showed up with guns to prevent people of color from voting. And to intimidate them. And it worked, obviously. And those shitty politicians got put into positions of power or got elected. And then they included so many policies that really limited the amount of people, the amount of specifically people of color that can vote afterwards, to the point that the amount of people that voted dropped to maybe like less than a quarter of what it was before. When I was linked this article, I was like, is this from The Onion? I think that's the website that does like fake articles, but it was fucking true. It was real. And it happened like within, I think maybe someone in the chat knows what it is. That was in like 1950. Yeah. Which like, I don't know if for some people that feels like a long time, but to me, 1950s, like, yeah, it's a long time ago, but it's not so long to the point that there aren't still effects from things like that. Yeah, the fucking 50s. That's like less than one lifetime. Like people could have been there and still remember today that happened.
Donated $5. Please listen
Insane.
to this French rapper, he's so underrated.
Sorry, not right now. But thank you for the recommendation.
Tsai defeated a pro-Beijing rival.
Luis Arce promised he will rule for all.
We will be a party that governs for every
A party.
We did it, Joe.
The flame of democracy was lit in this nation a long time ago. We now know nothing.
Oh, by the way, can I just say, I felt very naive and ignorant reading that article. Especially, I think, as someone who grew up in Canada, I feel like I did not have a very good understanding
Speaking of Trump,
of like
watch Morning in America by the Lincoln Project.
Race issues.
It describes Trump's
especially in America. Just moving to America, I feel like I needed to get some sort of history lesson for it. Speaking of Trump, can you watch? Depends. I don't know if people want me to watch stuff like that or if it's a bit.
Abuse of power can extinguish that flame.
Or it feels kind of bad. Oh my god.
Or an abuse of power.
The girl from Glee, I think this is her, who like went to a cabin of some sort with her son and died or drowned. It was said that she, I think was like kayaking with her son, and that she might have like got her son up on the boat or something, but she wasn't able to get on it. So essentially she died saving him. For starters, immensely sad just to hear about as a whole. But secondly, am I the only one who gets kind of freaked out by the fact that there's Well, I could be wrong, but I feel like, you know, there's no concrete evidence. Like, how do we know that's what's really happened? It's just spooky. It's fucking spooky.
Bonjour, comment ça va? Je viens du Canada dans une province bilingue.
Je viens du Canada dans une province bilingue.
Je suis impressionné par ton français.
Oh, merci.
C'est vraiment bien.
J'apprécie ça. Merci, merci beaucoup.
Can extinguish that flame.
I hope I aren't going to have the bloody bug now.
You press on for what is right, for what is fair, for what is just. But we will not go back. We come too far, and we're not going.
Can't wait to get a vaccine. Let's go. Anybody got a hookup? I heard in certain states they're not giving out the vaccine in a methodical manner, essentially. They're just giving it out like first come, first serve. And I'm like, I'm about to drive over to whatever state that is with the license that I have that expired. Really? Yeah, I think in Texas, if I'm not mistaken, or a specific city in Texas, because my cousin said that that's what was happening in her region. I just first come, first serve. Which may not be the best way, but like, I'm finna get it on that. What a day. Hassan literally skips politics today and Poki covers the news. I am really curious whether that's something that interests you guys. I'd love to talk about shit, but I'm